Hi, what's going on? Welcome back to the TK41 Collectibles video. A bit of a Batman theme this week, I think, with Hot Toys. So we're starting off with CMS024 Batman. The Dark Knight Returns, obviously based on the Frank Miller comic book series. So if you're into Batman, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Let's check this out.
TK421, why aren't you at your post?
Because I'm busy buying collectibles, sir.
All right, men, load your weapons.
So let's take a quick look at the box then. And obviously the design leans heavily into that comic book aesthetic. Bold colours, thick outlines and artwork straight from the graphic novel there. Looking fantastic, that. Got the DC logo on there as well. And then removing the lid, we've got a picture of the figure there. Obviously recreating that iconic kind of picture, but with the actual figure there. Comic book artwork in the background. Then an embossed kind of Batman writing at the bottom and in the top right. Looking superb, that. And then removing that, we see the figure looking absolutely fantastic. Let's get this out, have a look at the accessories.
There's one, set for stun.
Right, so not a ton of accessories, but let's have a look at what we get. Right, first up we've got the hands, these glove effects. I mean, the hands are actually pretty big. Got some grasping ones, ones with the, you put the batarangs in, then the weapon holding one, not pistol, it's a rifle. And then there's two fists on the figure. And then we get four batarangs, all identical, look really nice, like kind of a rusted effect on there. And then we get the big batarang attached to the rope. Now in the comic book, he does fire this out of the rifle. And here is the rifle, and it looks fantastic. It's got the sight on the top that's removable. The magazine clip there is removable. That bolt action thing does move as well. Yeah, that looks really, really good, that. And then we've got the gigantic base. Looks amazing, this. The Dark Knight Returns, huge nameplate there. And zooming out, it's looking a bit like the Justice League type bases with the slope on it. And you get the stand that you screw in and the crotch support. So let's have a look at the figure.
Give me regular reports, please.
And here he is, straight out the box. Now, normally buy Hot Toys because of their amazing like movie accuracy, but this is just amazing. This, it just looks like it's just stepped right off the pages of the comic book. Looks absolutely superb, this. It's obviously based on Frank Miller's 1986 classic graphic novel. It's one of the most influential Batman stories ever written, I think, and Hot Toys have gone full comic book style with this one. Big chunky proportions, exaggerated muscles, wide jaw, look at that. And the gritty kind of paintwork and everything. The whole Miller aesthetic looking absolutely superb. Let's have a close look at the head sculpt. And here's the main head sculpt, well, here's the main faceplate, the neutral style look of it. Little bat ears as well. Looks absolutely amazing, this looks superb. Like I say, straight out of the comic book. Looks fantastic. We'll do a quick comparison of all the different faceplates in a minute, but a quick look down the figure. So obviously he's got the big bat logo there, quite bulky. This is like, I think this is the second part of the novel really, where he's swapped out for the blue and grey, and just gone for the black and grey, because he did have the yellow, obviously bat symbol on the earlier suit, which hopefully Hot Toys will do. He's got his utility belt there, looking fantastic, that, like the weathering on it and everything. Like the weathering on the actual body itself, you can see like the muscles and stuff there, looks phenomenal. And then obviously weathering down the legs. And then onto the boots, looking superb. Bit of weathering there, bit of brown on the like mud and stuff. Obviously he's always fighting and everything. And then there's the fist hands that we discussed before. And then these gauntlets with these sharp, they are quite sharp actually, those things on his gauntlets there, looking amazing. And then from the back, obviously it's got you can move his head, which is really good. And then he's got so there's a bit of a seam there, but you don't really notice that. And then it's just like the wired cape. I think I would have preferred a drape cape really, but I don't mind this, it looks good. I like the weathering along the bottom as well, looks superb, that. And that is the figure, so pretty simplistic. Obviously the material is kind of like a cloth material on there, but it's just a beast of a figure. Heavy, like imposing. It's going to look amazing on the shelf, this. So let's have a quick look at the different face plates. So the face plates look amazing, like I say, a fantastic jawline that we get in the comic books. The furrowed brow, deep creases, the grim expressions really. Screams like an older, angrier Bruce Wayne, obviously. So it looks superb, that. Then you've got the smiling one in the middle and the neutral one on the left. Let me know which is your favourite out of these. Personally, I'm quite liking the that smiling one. It looks really good, actually. The teeth look ace in it.
It's them. Blast them.
Okay, I'll just do a few quick side-by-sides with other Batman figures and a few other things from the collection. So here he is side-by-side with the Michael Keaton 2.0 Batman. This is not obviously, but this is my favourite Batman figure. I think it looks amazing, this. Great, I've put the battle damaged faceplate on because it looks great with that blood dripping down, but yeah, you can see obviously the size difference here. It is pronounced. And then here's the 2.0 Batfleck Batman. It does look actually quite similar, almost like it's the same body, although I think his ab section, that torso bit is a lot bulkier on this new Batman. The arms look kind of similar, to be fair, actually. Similar bicep size and everything. And the legs look a bit bigger on the Batfleck 2.0 than the Dark Knight Returns version, but so yeah, some interesting differences there. And finally, areas with the Feral Predator. Obviously, that's probably one of the tallest figures in the collection at the minute. It's a lot slimmer than Batman, obviously. So yeah, very cool set of figures. It'd be good to display them like with other Batman figures, but I think this one is gonna actually be a bit of a centerpiece, sort of standalone figure. Absolutely brilliant. I really hope they do the Superman from this line as well. That would be one it would go quite well next to, because it's from the same comic book and it'd be ace that. So articulation on a figure this bulky, always a bit of a concern, to be honest, but surprisingly it moves really well. So you get excellent shoulder rotation, good elbow bend despite the muscular padding and stuff. Good torso twist, kind of. Good range of movement in the knees, all ratcheted as well. So, and then you've got even ankle movement, so you can pivot at the ankle as well to make him super stable. So it is a really stable figure, which I'm really pleased about as well, because obviously the bulkier they are, they may be a bit more top heavy, flopping over and falling over and stuff. But yeah, this is perfect. This absolutely fantastic. And then here's just a quick pose of him holding the grapple batarang thing that you can chuck around. They just feed the end of the wire through the fists, and then, well, it's not wire, it's more like a nylon, whatever material, but you just feed it through the fists. You can loop it round, make it look like he's holding it. Not the best pose in the world, but you get the idea, hopefully. So, final thoughts, the Hot Toys CMS024, the Dark Knight Returns Batman. One of the most unique Batman figures Hot Toys I've ever made, I think. Obviously, I've not got the VGM line that they did, the Arkham Batmans, but for me, this is definitely one of the most unique Batmans. It's not just another standard Batman release either. Obviously, this is a brilliant kind of homage to the 1986 comic that reshaped Batman forever. So the bulky proportions, the grim expression, the textured suit, it's so stylistic and it's just brilliant. So if you're a Batman fan, a DC collector, or someone who loves iconic comic art, this is absolutely one of the best comic to figure translations Hot Toys have done, I think. Just for shelf presence alone, it's worth it. This is a Batman that's going to dominate the display. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that quick unboxing of CMS024 Batman The Dark Knight Returns. Let me know in the comments whether you're picking this up, whether you're not bothered, whether you don't like the look of it, or if you do like the look of it, which way are you going to display it and what faceplate you're going to use. So many options as well. So yeah, let me know in the comments, is this your definitive comic Batman, or are you sticking with the movie versions? And if you want to chat about this or anything else in the collection, I'll see you in the comments. Otherwise, see you in the next video. Take it easy.